Well, hey there, Scorpios. How's it going? It's your friend Dharma Jane. We're going to do a love spread today. This is good for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is a great spread for cross watchers. So it's going to be a heart spread. So we're going to have two sides of the relationship. Sometimes extra folks show up in it, but we'll see. It can be either side. I usually just stick with the yin and the yang, but it is divine feminine, divine masculine. So put yourself on whichever side of it goes, and don't mind genders. So calling in guides, calling in angels, calling in anyone from the highest good that has a message to come forward for Scorpios and love specifically. What is the heartbeat of this relationship, please? Here we are at the beginning. We have a new seed. We have a new, I feel like I have arrived. Okay, check it out. I don't even know if you can see my little staggy here. I guess it doesn't matter. It's my spirit animal, the stag for now. And they come up and they stand at these peaks and they're so noble, and it's like I really feel like we've arrived. And I say we've, like this is probably a partnership that's maybe already together, because I'm not feeling like, I mean, for some people, I guess it could be a new, brand new relationship, but you would know right at this moment if it was. For the rest of you, this is someone who is like, I've got a new way to do things. I have figured this out. And so the yin is they're up in their head trying to make a choice about something, and they might need to have this ace presented to them in order to make things right, because the yang is, they're like, I know that this is my soulmate. I know that we probably have kids together. I'm feeling nostalgic. Like when I think about home, I think about it with this person over here. And the yin, they don't want, okay, so we might be speaking to some people who've had a relatively rocky relationship, because I feel like they're almost at this point where they're like, I don't even care if we win. I don't care if we win. I don't care. I don't even care what your big fancy freaking idea is, because you've had 1,000 ideas. It feels really cynical. Like really, like, I mean, it's probably earned, you know. Most people don't just wake up in the morning and decide to be bitchy, but this feels bitchy. Like I said, it's probably earned. What does the yang want? They want to very carefully, I think they want to try to pour this cup of love here. Be like, hey, but I have this really awesome thing I've got going on, if you just want to listen to me without biting my head off. And so we'll see. I mean, 2018 was terrible. It took people through emotions that people should not be having to be feeling, but in order for us to grow and learn, we do have to feel them. So I think that this yin is just like mentally in a I don't want to say a bad spot, because it doesn't feel, it feels cynical, you know. We all get there. What's the blocks for the yin? The Emperor. So I think maybe they have an idea of how their yang should be. And in their mind space, they have this like, oh, well, you know, any man that I would marry would fall into XYZ categories. And I'm not sure that this yang does that, except that he has this quality, which is a 6, and over here we're like, we don't really care about 6s right now, which is okay. That's why I'm saying right now. It doesn't mean forever. So there might be, I want to call this block expectations. And for the yang, their block is, I think it's kind of the same thing. They want this yin to be pretty practical, and like to maybe keep the home fires burning, and to kind of be like their root. But I keep wanting to be like, but for another group of you, each of these parties could also have other people. That could be something else as well. But for a big majority of you, if we're talking about a marriage here, this is someone who like wants, they both have ideals about how the other person should be, and neither of those people are coming to those ideals, and so we're blocked from like really blooming because we're looking for something that isn't there. So what can we expect for an outcome for now? I want to be like, we're going to wake up. We're going to wake up to the disappointments. And I see, but at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So we have 2 5s. You know, we're coming from the place of the 6s, but we end up with the 5s. And I don't feel like that's like a downgrading. I kind of feel like this is, how do I want to put this? It's like waking up and like getting this like seed of like, oh, the reason we can't get along is because we're trying to change each other. And I'm saying each other because it's like a simultaneous like, oh, that's right, you're my soulmate. Oh, that's right, I win when I'm with you. You are my victory. And then they like wake up and they're like, oh, you know. Conversely, this could be waking up to the realization that these people are never going to be the people that we want them to be, and that's really, really super disappointing. But I think because the heartbeat is this Ace of Pentacles, I think this for a lot of you, it's this waking up to, oh, you know, I'm having expectations that don't fit here, which is causing it to not work out. So if I just switch up my expectations a little bit, bam, new seed. Yeah, we have to start a new seed because we're not going to let go of the foundation. It doesn't matter how bad it is. We're not letting go. So, you know, I'm not even going to worry about it. We're just going to try and somebody is not letting go. And long story short, they're hang on Lucy because we're just going to switch it all up and see if that works. But the yin isn't, they know where their heart is. It's just that they're not really hearing it. They're disappointed. I don't think that they like their surroundings. I don't think that they like how things are going. Oh, Six of Cups on Six of Cups, really. The Yang really knows where their soulmate is. It's just that their soulmate, who may or may not be an air sign, is busy in their head, driving themselves crazy. But I really want to keep being like, it was earned though. It was earned though. You know, like, yeah, I mean, maybe, especially if this couple's been together for like a really long time, maybe 8 over the course of the last 8 years, some stuff has gone down, but that's not what we have now. And that's why this ace is here. Like, look, if we can get past all this, if we can just stop like lighting a fire on the past, then we can maybe make some stuff work out. And so here we have a consideration. So this is the Six of Wands in reverse, where she's like, I don't really care what your new idea is. And that's what she's saying. But in the background, there's, I don't want to break this up. I don't. Maybe let's perhaps consider your seed. Let's talk about it. Well, let's talk about what this gift is that you have coming towards me, because I'm going to tell you to your face that I don't want to be with you and this and that, but here's this super secret seed, because secretly I love you. I like that. That's kind of cute. Oh my God. So this is what the masculine wants. He just wants to balance it out, because I do feel like it's off balance. But you've had 3 6s show up. I mean, the Yang, I really feel like in this relationship is ready to kind of like get their proverbial shit together. Because that's why I think that's why I kept going. It was earned. It was earned. Like they may have been like a buck and bronco for their 20s. And now that they're like salt and pepper in the beard, they're like, whoa, yeah, so now I'm ready to like have a lazy chair and let's just like hang out. And that's this Queen of Pentacles. And she's like, well, you know, you did all this to me for the last whatever. Now I want to go out. And so there needs to be a balancing because it's been disappointing as of yet. But they're not, there's a really strong realization here that the yin isn't happy out loud. At least out loud. And you can love somebody and you can secretly not want to break up with them and still be unhappy. And I think that's why this Ace of Pentacles is so important, because if the Ace of Pentacles doesn't show up, if something doesn't change for these people, I'm afraid it might crumble. Or at least the yin. But I think she's having a problem being the practical, keeping the home fires burning and all that too, because she doesn't want to be right now. It's not what she wants. And or it might be like, I don't like the home fires that you gave me, you know, and that seems really maybe shallow, but I mean, as a woman, I can understand that. Like, don't give me a shack and tell me to be happy with it. And by shack, I mean something that's snake infested and falling down, you know. There's ego and there's pride. The point is this chick just isn't happy, but like, she's not letting go of it either. She's considering it. That's why her energy is this Two of Swords in reverse, because she'll consider the new pentacle. She'll consider moving on. She'll consider a different emperor. She'll consider just about anything, because she needs that change so freaking bad that if she doesn't get it, like she'll at this point she'll take it from anywhere. And I'm saying she, but it's the yin side of the relationship. So whoever's got the softer side, the more, you know. But this yang over here is really ready to start new. It's just, I don't think he understands how. The yang doesn't know how to move forward or how to fix what was done and how to like get a place of loyalty back. But, you know, okay, look. I'm asking why the outcome is this, like, becoming aware of how to fix things and change things and how to fix being disappointed. And I think it's going to keep going on like that for a while, because everybody is in their head still trying to juggle. It just feels a little, you know, I keep wanting to say immature, but I keep wanting to like not say immature. And it might just be like, you know, two bullheaded people, like a double alpha relationship, which can make it really hard, because everybody, that's what I'm saying, it's her expectations, it's his expectations, and they don't like mesh, but they're both as equally unhappy if they don't get their way. So, and that makes it hard. But this came out on top of everything. So it's like, this guy over here is totally clear that this is their soulmate. This yin energy is like saying out loud, I don't like you, but really they do. And it ends up like this, you know. Scorpio is usually always wind up back at home, if that makes any sense. And that's a very, like, sweet, I really like Scorpio energy. For those of you who don't know, these are the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud. It was my very, very first deck ever. It is not a tarot deck. They're supposed to be the energies of what you would call like the Middle Earth, Middle Realm in shamanic. It's their elementals. And they're wicked cool. I've had them almost my whole life. So I really love these cards. Okay, so here again we have indecision. We have this is this card. It's the two of air. See, they're both like wishy-washy, back and forth. I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. This yin energy is like, I'm kind of willing to go anywhere that will offer me a new seed. And so you have this, this trickster, okay, over here looking around like, all right, how can I dig up a seed? I need to dig up a seed. I need to figure out how to get to this. But the note behind the gnome is that habits need to be broken. Patterns need to be broken. You can't do the same thing over and over and over again and wonder why this is always the outcome. So it could be anything, you know. I'm in a twin flame journey, and who is actually a Scorpio, believe it or not. And the dude for like 18 years has left out the mustard every single night. Every night. For 18 years. And I'm a Libra, so you know I say something about it. But it's irritating, and that's my point. And so, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to break up somebody over mustard. Point is that it's a pattern of something that is done, and then there's a voicing that, hey, when you do that, it makes me feel like this. And then in the past, it hasn't been rectified. And so now it's like we get the parrot. And look, he's pointing to his throat chakra. There needs to be some communication, because until this side realizes that some of these patterns and habits need to be broken, and until this side can get their act together enough to make a solid decision, and please don't take that the wrong way. I'm saying, especially if it's a Libra, you know what I mean. But you have two these wishy-washy. I'm in or I'm out. It doesn't matter, whatever seed. There just needs to be a big chat, a big conversation, because at the heart of it all, at the heartbeat of everything, you have two aces. You have two people that want to actually be together. So it's a matter of breaking habits and patterns, talking, and being able to make decisions and then stick with them. Because it's probably a pattern of this person over here, is that they start something and then they stop, and then they start something and then they stop. And that probably drives this person crazy too. I mean, like, it's both ways. It's not like, oh, this person does all this. It's both sides. It just feels like an old relationship that has a lot of history. So yeah, that's where I'm at, Scorpio. And that's what I got for you for now in January. If you're looking for a private reading, you can check me out at dharmajane.com. And thank you so much for all your likes, subscribes, and shares. Don't forget to hit that little bell. Till next time, you have a good one.